and then it went on jukebox jury, and it was voted a miss.
Engelbert Humperdinck once lived a life most artists only dream about. Fame, fortune, sold-out arenas, and a voice that could melt hearts across the world. But the life he's living today feels very different from that dream. Behind the smooth vocals and romantic image lies a story filled with setbacks, losses, and a kind of heartbreak most fans never saw coming. And now, as time begins to catch up with him, one question lingers: what really happened to the man who once had it all? And could his latest tour mark the true end of an era? Before we dive in, make sure you like this video, subscribe to Prestige Buzz, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss what's really happening behind the scenes. The rise of Engelbert. Before he became Engelbert Humperdinck, he was Arnold George Dorsey, born in 1936 in British India. His beginnings were humble, but his journey was anything but easy. Early on, he was struck with tuberculosis, a serious illness that nearly destroyed any chance of a singing career before it even began. After recovering, he tried to break into music under names like Jerry Dorsey, but nothing worked. No hits. No recognition. Just rejection after rejection. It looked like his dream might quietly fade away. Then everything changed when he met manager Gordon Mills, the same man behind Tom Jones. Mills believed Dorsey needed something unforgettable. What he gave him was a name no one could ignore: Engelbert Humperdinck. It sounded unusual, even strange. But it worked. The breakthrough that changed everything. His breakthrough came with the song Release Me. At first, it went nowhere. No radio play. No interest. It sat unnoticed for months. Then came a single television appearance on Sunday night at the London Palladium. Overnight, everything changed. Orders flooded in. The song shot to #1 in the UK and stayed there for 6 weeks. Incredibly, it even blocked the Beatles from reaching the top with Penny Lane and Strawberry Fields Forever. That moment alone cemented his place in music history. Soon after, he took on America, performing on The Ed Sullivan Show, turning himself into an international sensation. Over time, he sold more than 140 million records worldwide. He had everything: fame, fans, and a career at its peak. Fame comes with a price. But success never came without complications. His stage name itself became a legal problem. The family of the original German composer Engelbert Humperdinck sued him, preventing him from using the name in parts of Europe. Imagine building your entire career on a name, and then being told you can't use it. At the same time, a quiet rivalry brewed between him and Tom Jones. Both were managed by Gordon Mills, constantly compared, constantly competing. The tension never fully disappeared. Still, he kept going. But not every moment was triumphant. Public setbacks and career challenges. In 2012, at the age of 76, he represented the UK at the Eurovision Song Contest. It was meant to be a proud moment. Instead, it became one of the most painful chapters of his career. He finished 25th out of 26. For a man who once dominated global charts, it was a very public fall. Yet even then, he handled it with grace, calling it an honor despite the result. And just when it seemed like his legacy might quietly fade, something unexpected happened. Decades later, his song "A Man Without Love" went viral on platforms like TikTok after being featured in popular shows. A whole new generation discovered his voice, people who had never even heard his name before. It was a rare and surprising comeback. Financial troubles behind the fame. Despite selling millions of records, Engelbert's financial story wasn't as glamorous as it seemed. Early in his life, he reportedly won a fortune through football pools, a life-changing amount of money. But he couldn't even afford the postage to claim it. The opportunity slipped away over something as small as a stamp. Later, in 2001, a touring company linked to him collapsed with significant debts, leaving suppliers unpaid. The situation damaged his reputation, especially when those stories resurfaced years later. Then came a legal battle over concert rights that ended badly. A judge dismissed his claims, calling the case baseless, and awarded heavy legal costs against him. At times, it seemed like no matter how much success he had, something always pulled him back down. But none of these struggles compared to what was waiting for him at home. The greatest heartbreak of his life. For over 50 years, Engelbert had one constant in his life, his wife, Patricia Healy. They married in 1964 and stayed together through everything. Through fame, failures, and everything in between. Then came the diagnosis that changed everything. Patricia developed Alzheimer's disease. For nearly a decade, he watched the woman he loved slowly lose her memory, her identity, and eventually, even the ability to recognize him. Despite his career, he refused to leave her side. He limited his tours, stayed home as much as possible, and made sure she was cared for every single day. He once admitted that singing love songs became incredibly painful because every word reminded him of what he was losing. In 2017, he even released an album as a tribute to her, a love letter to someone who might not even understand it anymore. Still, he did it anyway. Because love doesn't stop, even when memories do. The final goodbye. In early 2021, tragedy struck. Engelbert, his family, and caregivers all fell ill at the same time. Patricia's condition worsened rapidly. He turned to social media, asking fans around the world to pray for her. It was a rare, vulnerable moment from a man who had always seemed so composed. But the prayers weren't enough. Patricia passed away in February 2021. Because of restrictions at the time, some family members couldn't even be there in person. Goodbyes were said through screens. After more than 5 decades together, he was suddenly alone. For a man who had faced so much in life, this was the loss that truly broke him. Life now in the final chapter. Today, Engelbert Humperdinck is in his late 80s, still living in the home he once shared with Patricia. A house filled with memories, both beautiful and painful. And yet, he's still performing. Still recording. Still chasing that connection with audiences. In 2026, he announced what may be his final tour, a farewell to the stage that defined his life. Though even now, he admits he doesn't truly know how to stop. Music isn't just his career. It's who he is. Despite the grief, despite the physical toll, he continues. Even releasing new music as he approaches 90. His mindset hasn't changed. He still believes there's always something more to reach for. A legacy that refuses to fade. Engelbert Humperdinck's story isn't just about fame. It's about resilience. A man who lost opportunities over small moments, battled illness, faced public failures, endured financial struggles, and experienced a heartbreaking personal loss, yet still chooses to stand on stage and sing. Even now. Even after everything. Because for him, the music never really ends. What do you think? Should Engelbert finally retire, or keep doing what he loves for as long as he can? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Prestige Buzz, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss the stories behind the spotlight.